Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. How is everyone doing? I know you ain't seen me in a minute, but I made a promise to someone that asked me to make the mayonnaise, homemade mayonnaise. As you see, all that I have here is basically all that you need. You know, oil, olive, canola oil, sunflower oil. Have Dijon mustard. It doesn't matter the brand. Dijon, it's good. Salt, which would be a pinch of salt that I would add. And I got a little bit of this, a blackened seasoning. That's pretty good. Just spiced up a little more. I have 2 eggs. And I have sugar. This is brown sugar. I only need a pinch of brown sugar. And I have, don't worry about who the brand is, vinegar. Distilled white vinegar. Could use also the apple cider vinegar, but I prefer that. Now all you need is a tablespoon of the white vinegar. You need a tablespoon of the Dijon mustard, a pinch of the brown sugar, and a pinch of the salt, and say a half a pinch of the blackened seasoning. Well, let's get started. Here I have 1.5 cups. This is 1.5 cup of oil. This is fresh now. This is fresh. Better than store-bought. Now, some usually take the egg and they would separate the white from the yolk and just use the yolk. But I use it all. Of course, you know the center of the egg, which is the only thing that the chick will get its oxygen from, is a little pouch you see inside of the round part of the shell. I usually scratch that, open it up, and take a deep breath. So I'm actually breathing fresh oxygen air from the egg. Take the other egg, place it, in the mayonnaise that we're going to create. Now I put a pinch. That's a pinch of salt. A pinch of this blackened seasoning, and a pinch of brown sugar. Brown sugar. Good googly moogly. So now I take 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. One other thing I need also, and I'll get that, which would be a wedge of lemon. But of course, it's another optional thing. Most of this stuff is optional. But, and this is the Dijon mustard. 1 tablespoon. Add that. Definitely, you must have clean fingers. Love that Dijon. Delicious. Put that tablespoon mixer there. Now, let me get the lemon. Of course, this is a trick I learned about the lemon. You take a lemon and you roll it, or you can even put it in the microwave for about 20 seconds, and you get it nice and soft. After you get it nice and soft, then you take like a toothpick and you just prick a hole in the side of it, and then you squeeze the juice through that hole, and I'll get about a nice wedge of lemon inside the mayonnaise. It'll be delicious. I make it all the time. Okay, I'll squeeze about a good amount of lemon into our mayonnaise. Give that a little zest what it's supposed to be. It's amazing. Lemon. See going out of it, but it doesn't matter. Go over whatever. It still has the zest of the lemon, which is approximately a wedge. One wedge, which is good enough. Okay, I'll save this to make me some lemon juice. So my hands nice and clean. With all this other stuff aside. The egg, the lemon juice, vinegar, Dijon mustard. Now I'll add the oil. Now there's a technique where you can add the oil slowly as you're mixing, but I like to pour the oil in, then I pulsate the mixture on the bottom to mix with the mixture on the top. I know some people like to take the little so-called vein that's in the egg, but you can take that out. You can do the egg anyway basically you want to do it, but this has to be done slowly so you can see the outcome becoming mayonnaise. The oil going in, and of course it's going to do a so-called mixture, but we want to be control of the amount of mayonnaise, so we'll let that drip a little in there. Then we get that container out of the way. All this will be done as it should. Now that's exactly how we should start. Egg on the bottom with all the other seasonings. Could have added garlic, other seasonings that I would like in my mayonnaise, because it's fresh. You're making it, and it'll last up to about 2 weeks in the refrigerator, not outside of the refrigerator, because it's natural. So plug up, I guess you call it the hand blender, and stick it all the way down to the bottom. Let it rest on the bottom. Then you turn it on and you only pulsate it. Do not do it too fast, just do it slow. You see it turning into mayonnaise down here? That's what we want throughout the whole container. So we just do it slow. So you do that about 20 pulses. Then you move it up a little bit. And you do it some more. Just get the egg and the oil, mixing very slowly. Don't rush it, because it has to do its chemical reaction together. Remember, you have all the seasonings added to it, and you want it to do its magical chemical reaction. This is fresh mayonnaise. Okay? Look at it. You see it? Just by doing it, slowly pulsating it. And now, come up a little higher and get the oil and the egg and all the contents mixed together. Once you get it uniformly mixed, then you go ahead and let it fly and let it mix. And then you will have mayonnaise. Fresh mayonnaise. Actually, that is it right there. That is your mayonnaise. Then you go down, you let it go down, let it keep mixing. Now you got mayonnaise. You can do this, make your own mayonnaise, and it is delicious. Now you let it all mix in, because you hold the container and then let it mix all together. Push it a little closer. You have to pulsate it now. Just mix it all together. Now you have delicious fresh mayonnaise. There it is. Let's take a taste. Delicious mayonnaise made fresh at home. Just a few little steps and it is done. Fresh mayonnaise. Told someone I was going to make it, and there it is. Delicious. Can't wait to eat it with my sandwiches. And the first thing you do when you start licking the spoon or licking the spinner, because I do like to do that. Take it off, pull the plug, make sure you pull the plug. Don't want it spinning in your mouth or on your lips. And this is it. Look at that. Thick, juicy, good mayonnaise. And you made it at home. You made it fresh. Like I said, about 2 weeks. You could stretch it, go a little bit longer, but you have fresh mayonnaise. Better than buying at the store. When you have the ingredients, you make your own mayonnaise. Delicious. Oh, awesome. There's nothing like making your own fresh stuff. Delicious, I'm telling you. You don't have to take my word for it. Make some yourself. And that made it good, thick. As you can see, it's thick, ready to spread, and it's fresh. Mayonnaise. Let me show you how thick it is. Let me get a spoon. It's nice and thick, just like that. See it? That's fresh mayonnaise made at home, ready to spread on the sandwich, on anything else you make with mayonnaise. I'll just take a lid, and I usually put a label on it, like when I made it. So here's the lid. And take some masking tape. I put it over the top of the lid. Top of the lid. I'll put mayonnaise. I think it's A-I-S-E. Probably it's 2 N's. Mayonnaise. And I put the date. I think today is 2/8/119. And I'll know that from that date on, like 2 weeks, I'll check it and make sure it's still fresh, which I imagine it would be. Then it's time to make some more. And that gets screwed on to the top. And this is placed in the refrigerator. Fresh mayonnaise. You can do it yourself. You can do it at home. You can do it as often as you want. You can do it as much as you want. If you want to double this amount, all you would have to do is double the amount of oil and the eggs. So this was 2 eggs, 1.5 cups of oil. So you would double that. And then you would have a larger quantity. You could double this amount, which it actually didn't fill up the jar, which we have some writings on here. And it looked like it made just made about 2 cups. It's right at 2 cups. 2 cups of mayonnaise with 1 cup, 1.5 cup of oil, made 2 cups with the egg and the other seasonings I added to it. Will make 2 cups of mayonnaise. So 4 cups, you would just double it. 6 cups, you just triple it. Just going like that. And you can have some fresh made, what you want in the ingredients, mayonnaise. It's better than buying store-bought mayonnaise. Store-bought mayonnaise is done in mass production, and they've done it and made it not with love like you can do at home. On. Okay, this is the recipe written down about how you should actually do it. I'll bring it up just a little bit so you can see the ingredients. So you can pause it anytime and you can see how the ingredients I put in made that beautiful tasting mayonnaise that I'll spread it on any type of bread because I know the ingredients that I've placed in it. Thank you and see you later.